The biggest thing for our military sexual trauma conference is that let's stop talking about it, but be about it. We already have the awareness, and everything we do right now, everybody knows about it. From suicide, ruck marches and push-ups, okay, got it. But that's not really affecting and helping the veteran out. We got to start being about it, being about it, being about it. And you don't have to be, MST is not a female veteran thing. It's a military thing, and we need to be part of that to make sure that we provide the services that they require.
There have been moments that have been intense, as somebody who understands firsthand a lot of what these speakers are talking about from a personal experience perspective, but also as a student, this is so enlightening. I came here because I'm actually looking to get into researching military sexual trauma on both of a social, a cultural level, and also an epigenetic level. This is incredibly important not only for networking, but it's a way to see where we are in the field and where we're going to be going with it. Not only are you hearing stories from people who have actually experienced it, but you're hearing about the resources and the steps that the professional community is taking to help solve some of the issues that a lot of the people who experience military sexual trauma are facing right now. Watching how the audience interacts with the speakers and vice versa, and seeing all of the people come together and knowing that what the goal is to promote positive change and actually take action and make things happen. It's motivating as a student. It shows me that things are actually being done. We're not just talking about it, we're actually being about it, and that's really important.
Military sexual trauma conversation is still very young in the United States, and just the simple fact that people were willing to travel here nationally and even internationally to attend the conference and to learn more, to hear from individuals so they could take this information back to their organizations. And I believe the momentum is here to grow more next year. We're going to think some academic papers on military sexual trauma, to meet with the practitioners that were here today so we can share, what's the thought and the theories and the new research being done in the field. How can we make those two areas work together and better inform one another? I think having the sessions that would offer immediate resources, whether it be how to pick the right therapist for you, mindfulness training, yoga, stress release, connection to community. So as soon as someone has heard topics, heard things that might be new to them, they could have the potential to go out and say, okay, here are some tools I can take and apply them to my life today. So I think next year this would be huge to add the resources that we had largely in the audience today, but then be able to share it in like a practical sense.
Being a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, I actually survived a serial killer when I was 8 years old. I've gone through a lot of therapy and PTSD issues stemming from my truth about my abduction as a child. I felt it was important to show people, especially veterans, because I'm a veteran myself, that you can get to the other side of trauma, that trauma doesn't dictate who you are for the rest of your life. It's a moment that happens, but you can get past it, and we can't let our abusers win. I guess the biggest thing I could tell women vets, or even men that have dealt with sexual trauma, is that it doesn't define you, that you could get past it, that by just every day that you wake up and it's another day, you've won. You've won. You're succeeding, and you will continue to succeed. It's one step at a time, but you will get to the other side of trauma, and you could live a fantastic life.
Just try to have a positive mind and a positive outlook on life, because keep telling yourself, did I deserve to be here? Did I deserve to be here? Yeah.
Thank you very much.